Hi everyone, Chad back here again with another at-home or travel kinetics workout. So let's jump right in. Again, keep in mind guys, sets and reps oftentimes are given ranges to accommodate both your fitness levels as well as the time that you have available to get this workout in, right? So adjust accordingly based on your performance, your abilities, as well as the amount of time that you have to get your workout in. So today we have 3 to 4 sets of our prep work. The first movement being 1 minute of a 2-step lateral shuffle. The second movement being 10 reps of a prisoner position, tall, kneeling to standing. The third, 5 reps of a quadruped sit through. And the fourth, 5 reps of a side plank with rotation. So going right into that 2-step lateral shuffle, you just need 2 points, okay? You don't even actually need to have them specific, just kind of a range based on the space you have. And just like it sounds, it's essentially about 2 strides apart. We're gonna shuffle to one side, hand plants. Boom, boom, boom. These are a little close for me, so it's throwing there we go, rhythm off. And we're just moving quickly from side to side. Quick adjustment if you have a really small space is to just stay relatively stationary, and we're just gonna swap one foot out. So it's that same reach for the ground, but now I'm just dropping down, touch the floor, and I switch what leg is in the middle. So I'm hopping side to side there. A minute there. After that, 10 reps, prisoner position, so hands behind our head. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together, stepping back, down with one knee, the other comes down, step back up, and stand. Switching legs, so I'll step back the opposite side this time, the other knee, back up, and stand. Just make sure you're alternating which leg steps back first, so you end up doing basically 5 in each direction for a total of 10. Next movement, our quadruped sit through. So hands and feet, tabletop position with my back, and all I'm gonna do is pick up my left hand and my right foot and rotate through, little kick of the foot, come back. Other side, rotate through, kick of the foot, come back. Nice and smooth and control with these. So again, from different angle here, I'm gonna rotate, boom, rotate, boom. So I'm flexing through my abdomen, so it's controlled, right? I'm extending in that position and pushing my foot away. I'm pressing with my down hand into the floor, okay? Try and keep them as smooth as possible. 5 each direction here. The last movement we have is a side plank with rotation. Again, sticking with 5 reps per side. I'm gonna get down onto my elbow or forearm. From here, I'm gonna reach down and through, rotating my upper back, come back up, and extend the arm. So we got a nice controlled rotation down towards the floor. My chest will be facing the wall away from me when I start. As I rotate down, my chest should be facing the floor. 5 reps per side there. You're gonna repeat that 3 to 4 times, and then move on to our sweat piece. So if you don't have a timer, I recommend downloading one. We like to recommend the push press one because it's just really simple, it's free, and it's pretty visible. It's got auditory cues too if you're using it for like running or something like that. But every 30 seconds, working for 12 minutes here. If you need to adjust down or up with this, you absolutely can in terms of the time frame, right? Again, based on fitness levels and what time you have available. But we're gonna start with every 30 seconds for 12 minutes. We have 3 movements. Sumo box squats, so you will need something, a couch, a chair, a bench, something to sit your butt back to. 8 to 10 reps there. 6 to 8 reps of an offset push-up. And then lastly, 3 to 5 reps of a burpee plus a tuck jump. So let's get started right away. Our box squat, I'm just gonna pull a bench over. Please, for me, this is a little bit low, but we're gonna make do with what we have. I wanna make sure that my stance is wide with my feet here, and that my feet stay planted, my shins stay straight up and down. So Similar to we're still squatting, but it's almost like a combination of a hinge and a squat together is what we're looking for here. A little bit more work posterior chain. So my torso can be a little more forward on this. I want to be able to drive through my heel. I'm going to sit and reach my butt back. Squeeze. Reach my butt back. So you should notice there's not a lot of forward travel with my knees, as if, if I was air squatting, I'm going to track forward more as I squat. With these, I want to try and lock that knee position and shin position down, so I'm just reaching back. Height of whatever you're sitting on, right around, something that puts you around 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. We wouldn't want it to be much lower than that, and we don't want it to be much, much higher than that either, but somewhere around that 90-degree mark. We're going 8 to 10 reps here, okay? Again, you should have a little bit of rest within each of these intervals. So those 8 to 10 reps should really take you somewhere in the range of 15 to 20 seconds or so. If you're getting upwards of like 27 seconds of work and you're going right into the next thing, drop the reps just a little bit, okay, to allocate a little more time. So you should have close to 10 seconds rest in these. The offset push-ups, so a couple options here. Basically, we're just gonna put our hands in different positions. So this might look like one hand up more towards the shoulder and one down towards the rib cage, okay? This might look like one hand with the fingers pointing up and one hand with the fingers pointing down, okay? This may look like fingers pointing off to the side, and maybe I extend that arm out a little bit, similar to an archer push-up, okay? Play around with some different distances. But point is, your hands are going to be in a slightly different position. Make sure whatever you do, you mimic on the other side, right? So unlike our multi-squat pattern, I'm not interested in you changing hand positions every single rep. If you want to mix it up each round, each interval, you certainly can, okay? But I am interested in making sure that you get reps in both positions on both sides, okay? So the example I'll give is if I reverse my hands, right? One hand is up and one hand is pointing down, right? Make sure I'm in frame here. So I'm gonna have one hand up, one hand down, and I'm gonna get my 3 to 4 reps in like this, switch hand position, and repeat on the other side, okay? If I'm doing this up on a bench, same idea. I can widen one hand out, I can turn one hand to the side. So we're just playing around with hand position, a little bit of variance on a movement that we're doing a lot of because push-ups are pretty much a staple of any sort of body weight at-home travel training. So we like to throw some variance in when we can. Just make sure that whatever you do, if I'm here with my hands or if I'm here with my hands, I do 3 or 4 reps, switch, 3 or 4 reps, right? So I'm repeating on both sides. After that, last movement we have is our burpee to tuck jump. Let me just scoot this out of our way. So we're looking for this to be quick and explosive off the ground. So we're gonna drop into that burpee. Right into a tuck jump when I come up. Now, a couple things here. One, if the burpees, you can't get off the ground quickly, right? Your push-ups aren't that strong. We just did some push-ups, so maybe your push-ups are okay, but not after doing a set of them. Change that to a squat thrust. So we're just dropping the hips, rather the feet back quickly. Stand, tuck jump, okay? As far as the tuck jump goes, do the best that you can. If that tuck is really hard for you, you can't get the knees up quickly, turn it into a simple vertical jump, right? Put some effort into it. So rather than a typical burpee where you might get here and give like a little hop, I'd like to see you here and try and get some air, right? If you're not gonna do the tuck jump portion. 3 to 5 reps there. Again, we wanna make sure that we have rest during these intervals. So if 5 reps is putting you in 23, 24 seconds, cut it down to 3 or 4. We're working every 30 seconds for 12 minutes there, you guys. After we finish that, we're gonna go into 5 minutes of breathe work, seated forward fold. So nice simple position here. Just gonna sit on our butt, reach forward, grabbing those toes, or if I have a band or a strap, or I could use a belt at home to anchor myself down and kind of hold myself there so that I can breathe into this position. Remember, we want to spend at least 5 minutes here focusing on some deep, controlled breath work. If you can extend it to 10 or 15 and add in a little bit of meditation practice, highly recommend that. Definitely give it a shot if you can. But either way, don't skip this, don't omit it. Take those 5 minutes, close your eyes, lengthen and control your breath, and enjoy. Have fun, guys.